Friends, my name is Rohit, and today I will be demonstrating a multimeter which is of Sigma, and they have told me that it's a smart multimeter. We have heard so many times about the smart phones, the smart mobile phones, but we haven't heard anything like a smart multimeter. But I had a talk with the Sigma people, and they told me that it's a smart multimeter, and it will automatically detect whether it's a voltage AC or DC or AC current or DC current. So let's have a quick demonstration of this multimeter, and let's see is this actually a smart multimeter or not. So here's the casing of this multimeter. You can see it's a solid casing, and let's see what's in it. And it is having a multimeter, a lead set, and an user manual. Okay, it's a small cute multimeter. It's a pocket size cute multimeter. Let's see. Here it is, and it says Sigma SG24S Smart. It's a cute, small, handy sort of a multimeter. Let's have a quick demonstration of this, and let's see is it actually smart or not. In the end of the video, we will be discussing about the several points. That is this multimeter a worth multimeter? Is it actually a smart multimeter or not? So let's have a quick demonstration of this. So here's the multimeter, and I will put this casing over here, and let's see, it's a small multimeter, and here are the details of their manufacturer, and all the phone numbers are provided over here. And I have already put the batteries onto it. The batteries are given with the instruments. We get two AAA size batteries, and I have already inserted onto it. And let's see what are the result of it, and let's see its demonstration. I'm just quickly turning it on. It's okay, it's written auto, means it's an auto range, and automatically it will be detecting the all the parameters which we want to test. So firstly we will see the user manual. Here's a user manual, and it has given all the details into it. So let's see what is the specification part, and the specification part says let me just focus into it. Okay, it says continuity. Okay, NCV means a non-contact voltage detecting part. See, it's a 6000 counts multimeter. It's a true RMS multimeter, means for when the harmonics part is there, or AC voltage, AC current part is there, then the true RMS rules comes in, and it will give you an accurate reading. Set what are the values of those AC voltage or AC current. So here it is showing DC voltage is up to 1000 volt DC, and the AC voltage is up to 750 volt AC, and resistance is up to 60 mega ohm, and AC DC current is up to 10 ampere AC and 10 ampere DC, and the capacitance part is also there. It says it's up to 60 millifarad. It doesn't have frequency in it, but let's see does it do all those things which we want to measure. Let's AC voltage, AC current, is it detecting automatically or not? So let's have a quick review of it. Let's start with the overview of it. These are the lead sets. The quality of the lead sets are good. They always provide a decent sort of a decent quality of lead sets with their instruments. And let's see, I'm just opening it up, and let's see the responses of different parameters. So you can see there are only 3 buttons, and no other button or no other rotatory switch is provided. where we have to go and then select that it is AC or DC part. They says they have just launched it. They says that it will automatically detect the AC voltage and DC voltage or AC current or DC current. But somehow I'm little bit confused that will it be measuring or not. But they told me that it will be measuring, and they have already tested it under a few different sort of an environment. So let's see, I'm having a battery with me, and you can see only three buttons are over here. This is the backlight, and this is a hold button also. So you have to press it for around 1 second, and you can see that it is automatically the backlight is on, and there is a torch part LED also provided on top of the instrument, and the brightness of this LED is brightness of the backlight is actually good as compared to other multimeters which I have seen, and the backlight will be turned on automatically until and unless we will be stopping it by pressing this button again. We can hold it also. See that H is coming, means the reading can be hold, and now the reading is on. My different field people who are working into some dark sort of an environment, then these backlights always give them a useful advantage to test in low light environments or low light circumstances. So let's see, I'm having this battery which is DC 9 volt battery. Is a fresh battery. Let's see, it will automatically it is detecting or not. So let's see. Okay, it is showing 9.8 volt. It's a fresh battery and the results are fine, and I was just little bit surprised that he has detected the multimeter has detected it quite within under 1 second it has detected. So let's test it again. Okay, it is detecting like a bullet. You can see at the speed of a bullet it is detecting. Now we'll be testing about for AC voltage. Let's see. I'm mostly the people who are testing in for AC voltage are a little bit confused that we are not selecting anything. Will it be detecting the AC voltage or not? Let's see. I'm putting it over here. Let's see. Okay, fine. The results are good. It's showing 232.9 volts, means it's a 6000 counts multimeter. So you can see after the decimal we are having 1 digit extra, means it is 6000 counts multimeter, and the results are coming quick and fast. So here's another battery with me, and it is around 1.45 volts battery. Let's see what are the results. Oh, the results are pretty good, and it is a 1.5 battery. It's an old battery, so the results which are showing is 1.3 volt DC, and so the results are good. It's showing at a speed of around less than 1 second. So I'm having some resistances also. Let's see, in this range only it is automatically detecting the resistance part also or not. So let's see, is the resistance okay? It's fine. It is showing 100 ohm resistance, and another one is of let's see, it's around 1k, and I'm having another resistances, and it is showing around 10k. So the results are fine. The results are accurate. And another thing, main thing is we'll be testing about the continuity part, and you can see the buzzer sound is fine. It is good, and it is also showing an indicator over here that the continuity parts, which our field people are always want to have, that a small signal should always be provided with the multimeter with the buzzer sound. So the results, the meter is working absolutely fine. And one thing I want to confirm you that I have already read the manual of the instrument. Also, I have used this multimeter into some several circumstances before doing this demonstration, and I have come on to the point that I have in the manual it is also written that it cannot measure voltage less than 1 volt, and I have tested it myself also that it can measure the less voltage it can measure is around zero point 0.8 volt DC or zero point 0.8 volt AC, and then it can't be measuring the millivolts part, it cannot measure. So the people who want to measure millivolt either go for some other multimeter. They have some other multimeters also, like their 24A, 33A, and 3A, and different sort of multimeters provided in the market, and by Sigma people also. But for measuring more than 1 volts, like 5 volts, 12 volts, 24 volts, most of the field work people are measuring those sort of a voltage and not in the millivolt, then this multimeter is absolutely fine for them. You can, it's a pocket size, small multimeter, you can take it everywhere in your bag, into your field part, and this will give an easy, it will lower down all your pressures while testing it. You don't have to rotate your switches, and you don't have to do any hassle of part is there that uh, that you have to put into that range, and then it will be detecting it. So for the current range part, you have to shift it to the other range. So let's see the current range part. Firstly, as you know that we were using the voltage part, so we had used that common and the voltage part over here. So let's see that for the current part we'll be going over here. It is COM, and the red part is over here. Then you can see a switch over here. It is we have to put, for measuring current you have to press the switch. It is EF, means non-contact voltage part. This is nanofarad, means the capacitance part, and this is into A. When the A signs come, then you can measure the current of any of your sample, and it will be automatically detecting it. So let's see the current where it what is also results we are getting, and it's a fresh battery. See, it's showing around 1 ampere current into it, and let's see the results of these battery, the small AAA battery, and the current is less, it's showing 0.5 ampere. So the results are coming pretty fast, and it is quite accurate. And now I will be showing you the NCV part also. It has they have given the NCV. NCV stands for non-contact voltage detection. Means, if see, it has already gone to the auto part, means it is had already gone to the voltage part automatically, and it has shifted from ampere to that part. So for the non-contact voltage part, most of the people have asked me several questions that what is NCV. NCV stands for non-contact voltage detection. If if you are working in a field, and if you are checking if there is some breakup part in some wire or not, then you can use this feature. Means it won't be showing how much voltage the wire is, how much voltage is traveling in the wire. It will just show that the voltage is traveling or the current is traveling onto the wire or not. So when we put the switch like that, it will show EF. When we go, see, this is the live voltage part. When I will be going near to it, it will be showing a buzzer part. Buzzer part means the voltage is over here, it is a live part. It won't be showing any voltage, what voltage is traveling inside this. It will just show that the voltage is traveling. And if some of the field people are detecting the breaking of some cable or something, then you can use this feature of this multimeter, and it will be quickly confirm it to you that at what part the voltage is coming and at what part the voltage is not coming. So that's it. Okay, and I will be we have to just press it like that to turn off this instrument. So I have made some sort of a sheet or some sort of a pros and the cons part, the advantage and the disadvantage part. The advantage part is that it's a small cute multimeter, it's a small sort of a design, it's a small handy one, and you can take it any place. And in the video, in the starting of the video, I had already told you that is this a smart multimeter or not. Yes, it is a smart multimeter. It can measure the voltage in the resistance part and current part automatically. Less hassles for you, my friends. You don't have to move your switches here and there. I have already seen the circuitry part also. It's quite good and quite heavy one, and the you can use it everywhere. The backlight is good, the small size is good, it's a true RMS multimeter. So these are some of the advantage. The disadvantage which I feel the most of the people won't be agreeing with me is that most of the people which will be agreeing with me that won't be agreeing that what that it cannot measure voltage less than 1 volt. It doesn't have frequency. So people who are doing that PCB card replacements or testing of it, if they are doing some millivolt work, then you cannot measure millivolt in this multimeter, and frequency part is also not there. But otherwise, this thing is beautiful. Go with it, go buy it if you want to measure it. If you are for the field people, go for it. And that's it for the day. That's it in the video. And if you have some question, do write it down in the comment section part. I will reply you as soon as possible. And do like and subscribe my channel. I will be giving you some more coming up with you some more instruments and some more testing instruments. So thank you.